看一下究竟当地呢他们准备了哪一有特色的节目来迎接我们的习主席，并且呢这个学校也会带大家来探访一下这个学校里面的一些先进的设施啊，来看一下这个学校为什么在当地这么的出名。那么今天呢在直播当中我也是请到了一位嘉宾，首先给大家介绍一下这一位是来自于我们这个布图卡学校这个董事会的副会长倪玉梅女士。女士你好，给我们央视新闻的各位网友打个招呼吧。
你好，大家好，我是倪玉梅，我是北京人。
对，刚才倪女士介绍，她是一个北京人，但是呢是一直在当地很多年，为当地的一些教育事业也做了很大的贡献，所以呢现在呢也是我们学校的校董会的副会长。那么今天呢，她将以这样的一个身份呢，带大家介绍一下，那么整个活动过程当中，在上午的活动过程当中，当地的学生是怎样准备的？那么倪女士，我刚刚也知道，今天上午的时候，我们这个中国国家主席习近平也是来到了我们学校，参加了今天的整个启用仪式。那么您也是整个活动的一个亲历者，您今天上午也是看了整场活动。那么整个活动下来，您最大的一个感受如何？
哇，整个学校非常的大家都很激动，看到了习主席。刚才跟习主席也见了面了，也握了手了，觉得特别激动。这个我们这个当地的布图卡学校的学生，非常非常感谢中国政府，习主席过来来为这学校剪彩。是中国援助的项目，这个是巴布亚新几内亚最大最好的一个学校，明年就会有3800个孩子来这里学习。那么孩子呢，为了迎接习主席的到来呢，准备了2首中国歌，我选的这个《茉莉花》。
您刚刚说的这准备2首中国歌，其实就是咱们在整个欢迎习主席的这些活动当中的一个比较具有代表性的项目，是吧？
对对对对，我选的《茉莉花》，我就是因为我在中国我上学的时候，这个彭丽媛是非常有名，是我非常倾向的一个唱歌明星，所以呢，而且现在她也是习主席的太太，所以呢，我想选这首歌呢，他会非常高兴。可惜他没有过来，所以但是孩子非常喜欢这首歌，所以我看刚才孩子唱歌的时候，茉莉花，我看习主席非常高兴。
对，我们在现场啊，其实我们把镜头往这边来看一下啊，这边有很多这个学校布图卡学校里面的学生，他们身着的是这个应该是中国的传统的这个汉服，是吧？我们看到这些
少数民族，
对少数民族的一些衣服。
OK, get ready。
好，那我们再让这些学生表演一下他们今天唱的这2首中文歌吧。
是。
好吧。刚才说到有一首是《茉莉歌》，你们
还有一个荡起双桨。刚才习主席对孩子们说，他从小就唱这首歌。
对，让我们荡起双桨这首歌，确实在我们这个小的时候，这首歌是非常印象非常深刻的。我们从小都会唱这首歌。
所以我选这2首歌。
所以我看大家也应该，我们再看一下当地的小朋友他们是怎么样演唱这首歌的啊。OK, let's begin.
Ready?
让我们荡起双桨。
好，我们先来听一下，让我们荡起茉莉花，茉莉花啊，
茉莉花。
我觉得唱的真的很棒，就是我想知道他们是怎么样学习唱这些中文的呀？
哎呀，他们训练了2个月。
训练2个月，就是为了今天的整个准备。
每个星期来1次，给他们每个人从家里头给他们用那个巴士接过来。
对，我觉得
接过来，然后 训练两个月。
我觉得他们除了这个除了中文发音很清楚之外，他们唱这个歌的整个精神风貌也非常的好，
是非常激动。
好，那各位网友，我们知道刚才也介绍过了，还有另外一首歌叫做《让我们荡起双桨》，是吧？这个也是很多网友童年的时候都回忆起的一首儿歌。那我们来看一下当地的这个巴新的小朋友们他们怎样演绎这首歌。OK， 谢谢 ，Very good 。哎，他们真的唱得特别好啊！我们看到他们穿的也是中国特色的衣服，他们站在这个大礼堂里边，我们可以看到有很多这种中国结，也有很多中国的这个特点，还挂了中国的这些红灯笼。那么今天上午整个仪式就是在这个现场来举行的，是吧？啊，那么另外还有一些什么样的一些欢迎的活动吗？
我们还准备了当地民族的舞蹈。
当地民族舞蹈啊，好的。那么我们接下来就带各位网友去看一下当地民族的舞蹈有些什么样的特色。OK，
我拿了一个手机。
OK， 我们刚刚已经讲到了这个布图卡学校呢，它是由中国政府援建的一所友谊学校。那么整个学校在建成之后呢，将会交付给当地，成为当地的一所结合幼儿园、小学、中学的一个综合性的学校。那我们看到这个学校在建成之后，其实我走进来的时候，我就发现了很多这个中国元素的一些特点，包括今天为了迎接我们习主席，他们这边所准备的一些中国元素的一些节目。那么接下来呢，校董会的副会长呢李女士呢将会带我们来看一下他们另外准备的一个节目，也是非常的具有当地的民族特点的节目。我们知道巴布亚新几内亚呢，它是有很多这种部落民族的一个国家。
All traps, and this one we look at as for all students as their own traditional trap costume.
我们整个学生，我们可以面向这一边，整个光线会更好一点。
So maybe let them face to the other direction. So we will not really against the sunlight. Let's look at a local dance. I believe that's also the performance that they showed to President Xi Jinping this morning.
您能给我们介绍一下它这些服装有些什么样的特点？这是当地这个普图卡部落的这个村子。
So this is the trap, one of the tribe in Butuka, and this is their traditional clothes. So to celebrate their Independent Day or the special occasion in their tribe, they will always wear this. This is something really special. So for local dance, we know is always like performed in the celebrations or the very key important days. So for today, for a very good day, the grand opening of this really the meaningful school, and also with President Xi Jinping himself present this morning, so I can show that the whole tribe and also the whole PNG attach the great importance. So I think maybe it's their show time. I think they're ready. So this is a really hot weather here. And the song actually also in their own language, there are more than 800, let's say 850 language for different tribes.
他们在整个舞蹈的最后的一句话就叫做 Butuka， 对，就是他们这个学校名字。
So for the ending, actually, that's also with the word Butuka. That's also the name of this academy. I believe that's also the name of this village.
并且我们看这个领舞的小孩，估计也是只有上小学的这个年纪吧。
对，
For the leading dancer, I believe it is the age for primary school.
10岁。
I believe that's around 10 years old.
有小学，有中学的。
So for this school, actually, that's ranging from preschool to grade 12. So I hope you heard Butuka. That's the name of this academy. This is the Butuka Academy. So we know this, actually, we're remodeling from a existing primary school, right? We didn't change the name. Yes, before it's really an out-of-date school. So what's the condition? Actually, the whole thing is really, there's no concrete construction,
那么现在我们看到这个学校
no desk, no
重
table.
建之后的整个校园的环境非常好，非常的现代化。
So we really remodel the
那您作
whole
为这个校董会
school. Also should give the credit to the Chinese government because of their great support. So what about the students, teachers, or the families? What's their feedback, especially for the changes of the whole school?
村里的居民，当地的议员还有省长，每个人对中
We
国
talk about from the
很多很多其他的
governor
议员
or the leader of the village to the people in this village. They really appreciate the help from the Chinese government. They really see the result because right now we have a lot of students here.
develop，所以
So they only developed for 7 years since their independence. So Peter O'Neill is saying like should give a free education, the free medical care to the citizens. So you can see in the recent 7 years, a profound changes happened here in PNG. The great support and help from China also help
当地的华人，当地
the
的
whole
华人
country
对中国
develop.
大力支持，这国家也非常
And we also talk about the Chinese society in PNG also paid our contribution to their development. We feel so proud.
感受到了，确实当
So
地
this time when I paid a visit here, I feel the whole people, a lot of people here in PNG, they really, from their deep heart,
在这边也是非常
really thank to the Chinese people and the Chinese government. So they are really friendly to us.
现在大部分的
So for the Chinese people here,
这土人都是
we talk about Moresby here.
就对中国人说你好，
你好，
你好
So they
他们
say
说
ni
的
hao,
最多的
really
就
in
是你
Chinese.
好，谢谢这些简单的中文。
So they know 你好, 谢谢, like this kind of high thank you words in Chinese
我们也觉得
that also show their deep
谢谢
feeling
您女士
to
今
the
天接受我
Chinese
们的采
people.
访。那么接下来呢
Thank you so
希
much.
望咱们的学校以后
And
为
we
当地
hope
所用之后，能够为当地
A great success of our school and
为建
also
设巴新
to
有用的
nurture and cultivate more talent for PNG. Thank you so much.
刚刚我们给大家介绍了今天上午的整个学校已经启
Just
动
now,
给大家
we
介绍
show
这个学
our
校呢也是
viewers a little bit
中国
about the Butuka
它作为
Academy.
一
This
所
is
中
the
国
a
和巴新友谊学
friendship
校这个
school
学校在建设的过程当中
between
有
the
一些什么
PNG
样
and
的
China.
一些故事呢
So
我们
what's
接
the
下来
story
也是上
happened
我们另外的一位
behind
嘉
the
宾
scene
也是我
during
们
the
的
construction?
中
Let
方
me introduce
建设
another
项目
our special
的
guest.
马经理，马经理你好。
So,
央视新闻
Mr.
跟
Ma,
网友打声招呼吧。
we're pleased to say hi to our viewers. Hello to all. My name is Ma Shui. I'm from I'm the general manager of China Construction Steel Construction Corporation and also in charge of the whole project here.
核心的一个地方叫做多
So
功能
we
厅，也是我们学校的大
saw
礼堂。
just
像我
now
们
from
今天
the
这么重要的
conference hall.
在这里举行的啊
So that's a really a big ground event happened this morning.
我们这个大礼堂
So let's look at the whole building first. Let's look at the design of the building. So what's in your consideration? So look at the conference hall. Look at the whole ceiling. Actually, we took a lot of inspirations from the traditional tribal design. So before we saw this like 2 stairs of the Katane, but the Puka, also the PNG government think they need a place to have that kind of the conference places. So that's why we also changed this to a 12-meter tall conference hall. So that's also actually a standard basketball court. And that's also a good place for them to have their political votings and also for different kind of events. So let's tour around, guided by Mr. Ma. Mr. Ma is the general manager of China Construction Steel Structure Corporation. Actually, I did some study. Look at the whole layout and the design actually also have some Chinese characteristics. So let's show our viewers a little bit of the video clip to look at the whole picture of Butuka Academy. So we have the middle line and in the parallel layout of the whole school buildings. Yes, we have a center line here, and you look at for the left and right hand side, that's also in parallel. So that's basically going to create a harmonized courtyard. So you also look at the signs and also the garbage bin. We also have the Chinese characteristic or some featured with Chinese elements. So like the Chinese knot or the other forms of Chinese traditional art embodied in different elements. So we also have the local elements, right? So we talk about the whole ceilings, that's a slope ceilings design, that's a traditional treble design. And we also talk about the hollow structure, that's a very popular design elements. So they really like this. They think this is really good for the ventilation. So we have the different layering design and layout. So you also look at the window shades or the blinds. Actually, that's also the local style. So we talk about that this is a really good combination, no matter where you are, no matter which classroom you are in. So we provide you different beautiful look and feel. So this is the biggest island nation in southern part of the Pacific. So this is really a warm weather throughout the whole year. So for this kind of tropical area, they also have their own design philosophy and logic behind. So they really pay attention to the ventilation. They want to feel really cool inside the room. So talk about, we also want to have a Chinese philosophy. So we talk about, this is a little bit different logic. Because right now we are at the southern hemisphere, and at the back is the mountain and we're facing the sea. This is a so beautiful environment. So this is also located at the southern part of the Port Moresby. So this is a really favorite places you can enjoy the good weather, the goodwill, and you also can feel actually this is quite cool place. So right now we are 2 hours ahead of the Beijing time. Right now it's local time 1:30 p.m. So we can feel actually it's really cool weather here. So basically we have this parallel layout with a central line in the middle. So at the very beginning, where we are now, actually we also have a difference. So we talk about the lowest point to the highest point, that's the 7-meter in differences. So also take that into the consideration about the terrain differences, the altitude. So this is the Butuka Academy, and that's the PNG and the China Friendship School. So we can see we have the national flag of China and the PNG, and also the village flag, and also the flag for the Butuka Academy. So there is a shell on the flag, the school flag.
那么咱们在这儿，我们现在所站的这个区域就是属于它的球场，咱们有一些什么样的功能性？
As a school badge. So let's talk about the different functions of the different school buildings. So this morning, actually, at this year, actually, the Chinese President Xi Jinping helped us to unveil the whole board here. So this is just opened, unveiled this morning. It's around 2 hours ago. So it's our great privilege to witness the whole thing, the whole event. So we talk about right now, we actually put in surveys. So what about the whole students? I believe that's next year, at the beginning of the next semester, that's the February next year. So we already established the board of the school. So they already sent out the notice. So right now, everything is in progress. Right now, they are recruiting the school staffs and employees. So, and also talk about the education authorities also pay great attention to the school. So right now, they also train their teachers. Let's go inside the buildings to look at the classroom, how modern they are. So for Mr. Ma, actually, you are here, I believe, from day one. So this is a remodeling of the existing school. So what is the original one? Anything really in your memory about the old one? So for the original one, I believe the sizes will be only to this range here. So really it's a small one, and also the building are really out of date. And also there's not a lot of lights inside the room. And for one really small desk, we gathered 3 or 4 students. So we talk about the 4 students shared one desk and no chairs. They just sat down on the floor. And if it was raining, then they have the water inside the room, and students really sat down on the mat. So there are only a few number of teachers, and it's a public school, so there's really not really a lot of modern tool to help the teachers to give the class, give the lectures. So we also invited the villagers and also the students coming here after we actually finished the whole construction. And we have actually 600 to 700 students coming here. All of them think this is really amazing. So they tweet, they Facebook, everything. So you sent me a lot of pictures for the previous buildings. We talk about actually not only about the really out-of-date structure, also think about the safety issues as also actually a risk. So we know Butuka Academy before just a kindergarten and primary school, and right now actually this is a school ranging from kindergarten to the preschool to a grade 12. We also give them the multimedia rooms, the libraries, and also the labs. So right now we have more than 52 classes, can accommodate 2,700 students. So the facilities can fulfill their needs. And so talk about the levels. Let's take Shenzhen, for example. Actually, we also align with the standards of Shenzhen province to build up the whole school here in Butuka. As General Manager mentioned Shenzhen, why we mentioned Shenzhen? Actually, at the very beginning of this project, actually back to 2016, so the Butuka actually signed a sister city participant with Shenzhen. So this actually a part of the Sister City Partnership project, and this is the very first project implemented in Port Moresby. So back then, actually, both sides signed a memorandum of friendship and cooperation, and I believe this is the first fruitful results from the both sides, and I believe this is also a friendship bridge between China and PNG. So right now at the middle school area, so you look at the classroom, the multimedia rooms. So we can feel a little bit Chinese-style courtyard. So in the shadow area, actually, it's really cool weather. And in the classroom, you can feel very good ventilation. So look at, as Mr. Ma mentioned, this is kind of a local style window blind. So look at the window shade. Actually, you also can open it inside, and you also can change the direction of the shade. So basically, there's a very good ventilation. The wind actually circulates really good inside the classroom. Hope our viewers can hear the sound. So we want this is a really nice and comfortable place for the students. So the whole areas here, actually, that's for the secondary schools. So we think about especially the raining season actually is really cats and dogs. So we think about how we can really help to link the whole different function of schools all together. So for the students and teachers, actually, we had the pathway and also the bridges to help them to travel, especially during the raining days. So they do not really need to bring umbrellas with them. So for the students, if they want to travel from primary school sections to the secondary school sections, they do not need to really walking in the rain. So look at the whole structure. So we talk about this is a fabricated style of construction, and it's approved that this is a really good way to construct, and it's really good for construction. So we spent 1 year to build the whole area. So talk about PNG, actually also create a legend, the fastest working period. So this is a huge area. So it's also, I believe, quite challenging to you, right? For PNG, I believe that half of the year actually is in raining season. So talk about the weather factors, we talk about different factors, I believe. Also the raw materials, there's a lot of difficulties during the whole process, right? To be honest, yes. So we talk about starting from 2017. We signed a construction contract with Shenzhen. So we also made a survey. So we actually studied a lot about the whole environment here in PNG, and also the different styles, the traditions, cultures. So we really did a lot of research. So within 77 days, so before the raining season, we laid the foundations. So when the raining season came, we could start our works inside the room. So really have a very nice schedule. So let's go to the other area. So we talk about this fabricated construction. So it really help us to shorten the time. So only within 77 days, you look at the whole structure, the framework, actually build up the whole framework within 77 days. And when the raining season came here, we are very good to construct our inside work. So it's really raining heavily outside, but not really a showstopper for us because we continue our work inside the room. So this is the classroom for the secondary schools. So talk about today, actually today the school officially hand over to the local government. So the school will officially open to the students next year, next February. That's the beginning of semester. So look at the classroom. I believe more or less it's the same as the school in China. So we have the blackboard, the desk, chairs. So we also have the Shenzhen here, this logo, because that's a sister city. So we also have the way so they hang their drinking bottles or their bags here. And this is actually adjustable. So based on their different heights, actually all these can adjust. So they can fulfill different age of students. So for one classroom, they have actually different age. So for one classroom, I believe you can see there a big difference. So some students may be like 3 years older than others. So you can see in one classroom, they have different heights, different age. And look at here, this is our blackboard and whiteboard. And we also have the multimedia. So the whole internet, the TV set. So the whiteboard, I believe, also the screen, right, for the projector. So this can be a whiteboard. You can write on it, and that also can be used as the screen for projector. So this is really cutting edge. This is quite advanced. So we talk about this school, actually the most modern one in PNG, and also actually quite modern one among Pacific Island countries. So you look at the different facilities. And we look at this is the wind shades. So very good ventilation, made the whole classroom really cool. So we are right now at the Southern Pacific area. So this is in the tropical weather zones. But I can tell you actually very comfortable. And in the classroom, we can see we also have the fans here. So for the students in this kind of classroom, they will really enjoy their study for sure. So I can feel the ventilation, I can feel the functions. So this kind of philosophy actually is really deep in their culture. So we also really learn that there's logic. So we also bring that in our design. So this is because they're accumulated from their history. So we also bring that into our design. So to all the viewers, right now you are tuning in with CGTN. We are right now at the capital of PNG. There is Port Moresby, and this is the school called Butuka Academy. This is the PNG and China Friendship School. I believe the school will lay a solid foundation and also a propeller for the students here. So we will see more talents will be cultivated here. And also coming to the end of our live stream. Bye for now.